morning. How y'all doing? I don't know why, but I like to do certain lives and certain things outside, and there's always background noise because of where I'm at. So I don't know if y'all can hear me. I hope you can. And if you can't, I apologize. Maybe you can see if AI can put a caption in there for you. Anyway, my name is Shrew Badley, aka Huffily. How y'all feeling and how y'all doing today? I am here. Hey, what's up, Room Shake? I'm talking about Boruto. So, you ain't got to stick around. We talked about the YT stuff on the other side on Bigo. And I don't feel like talking about that. Talk about Boruto. I know Daquan is roaming the YouTube streets, so he'll come through on a replay. It's all good. But thank you for showing up. Thank you for supporting me, child. I appreciate it. Definitely. All right. Let's get it together. Boruto chapter 25 has come out already. And I had the wonderful experience to read it. Okay? Huh. I can say the best thing about it was the cover. Alright? Chapter 25 is different to me. Let me explain why. Because each and every single chapter of Boruto, Two Blue Vortex, has exceeded my expectations, even if I didn't like certain things, even if I had questions, even if I had things to complain about. I could take each one of those and set them aside away from the whole story and be pretty pleased, whether I know what's going on or not. Be good about that. Okay? I also appreciated Two Blue Vortex as opposed to Naruto Next Generations. When you're a person like me who is a Naruto fan, okay? I'm a Naruto fan, so it took me a while, especially after the anime decided to do Boruto's movie over and include Urashiki POS. I felt like I didn't feel comfortable leaving my Naruto verse. But with Boruto 2 Blue Vortex, I was very comfortable leaving the Naruto verse, I was worried about Orochimaru still, but not because there was a connection from Naruto, but because his presence made sense. Things like that, However, the problem with this chapter is it doesn't give me enough of what it got. Okay? It didn't give me enough. It really didn't. To me, chapter 25 was like the last Star Wars that involved Darth Vader. Little boy being going from Anakin Skywalker to Darth Vader. And he supposedly killed the kids, but you ain't never seen him kill the kids. All you saw was Obi-Wan Kenobi dust him off on the lava planet or whatever, and he got burnt up. That was not enough. It's weird because it's like in that movie with Star Wars, you knew what was going to happen to Anakin when he turned to Darth Vader. You knew he was going to fight Obi-Wan Kenobi. You knew he was going to mash up his body and then he had to turn to Darth Vader and all that other fly shit. You knew these things. You was just expecting for the story itself to be so fucking great. And you were like, that's it? That's it? Chabu. And it's not like they don't give you what you asked for. They just didn't give you the quality so much. You wanted better quality. It's like Ghost in the Shell, okay? Ghost in the Shell by itself was a fresh ass movie. And then you had Ghost in the Shell standalone complex, and you're like, what the fuck is this? Right? If it's not gonna connect to the first movie, just don't make it the fuck connect, or do something. Do something. And I felt like chapter 25 was that. I should have known that I was gonna feel that way when the cover, although it's my favorite cover because it has Himawari and Kurama, I gotta choose which one I want to put in the avatar, which is why you don't see either one of them in the avatar. Right? I could choose Hima looking a little older with a little bit of the Kurama t-shirt, or I could just choose baby Kurama. It's not enough. Why can't I choose them both? Especially what I read on the inside. I ain't like the cover on the outside. Right? Right. Okay, cool. Because these motherfuckers ain't skipping to my loop, darling. Now let's open up the chapter, right? What we got? We got Konohamaru, you know, popping the thorn bulb in the tree, bong. Okay. Pop fizz, zip boom bam, slam. Moegi is back. She hugging on her Konohamaru-chan, and he hugging her back a little bit tighter. Right? Great. Awesome. People were so amazed on how simple it was just to make somebody go back to normal. Or are they back to normal? Yeah. Now you could have left it right there. Right? Right. You could have left it there. But then we go to the hospital, right? I'm sure so. Oh yeah, Sarada and somebody said the Shikamaru, the Sai said to Shikamaru, the elders want you. I don't give a damn. I don't care about no Shikamaru if the elders want his ass. I don't even give a damn about the elders. The elders are dumb as fuck. If you're gonna bring a Naruto something over to this thing, do not bring the fucking elders. I do not care about them. They should have went the way of Danzo by now. Why are they still here? What are we doing? Well, the elders are important to... Nah, man. They wanted to make the wrong decision every fucking time. We need new elders. Find me some new elders. See, what they should have did was clone Jiraiya and make Kashin Koji one of the fucking elders. Okay? And look, I'm a clone of Jiraiya. Look it up, bitch. Cause we tired of y'all. They don't do the right thing even when they was 50 years younger, goddamn. So I don't want to see that. I don't care. Okay? All right. Now, this part I complained to y'all about already, right? I complained about this. Now I got even more reason to complain about this, okay? Then you get to the scene where they in the hospital. Oh, her vitals is good. Her this is good. The chakra flow is disrupted. She's just dehydrated. Who's telling me this shit? Sakura. Are you a fucking dumbass? Why you got Sakura talking to me from omnipotence? Huh? I don't like Sakura on omnipotence, friends. That shit is dumb as fuck. Okay? Because first of all, Sakura was stronger in the goddamn anime than she is in this manga right here. Okay, when they had that whole Shin Uchiha arc and shit in the anime and the manga and the fucking Naruto and Sarada first seeing Sasuke, Bangaranga. That's the Sarada I wanted to see. Not this dumbass. Not this motherfucker here. Okay? No. And why is that? Because the Sakura of old would have her antennas up. The Sakura of old would have been like, hey, nah, that girl was just a goddamn tree. Hey, what that feel like? What that sound like? That sound like some Zetsu shit. Hey, when we did the 4th Great Ninja War in Dabuta Bat, Otsutsuki in the motherfucking house, where the hell did this 10 Tails come from? If we conquered the 10, if Team 7 and Kakashi defeated this 10 Tails already, where this other motherfucker come from? And where my husband at? The hell going on with my husband? This bitch is alright. Come here, little girl. Bring your ass over here, little girl. We gonna have a talk now. Okay? Your daddy's fucked up. I need to know what's going on with you. You okay? Let me see your eyeballs. What's your eyeball, girl? I smell some Mangekyo Sharingan on you. Look, I've been fucking your father for a real long time. And I don't know plenty Uchihas more than I fucking wanted to, girly. So I know what the fuck going on. And you dress like this, I told you don't dress like a little slut bucket. And you dress like it anyway. Your father will not be pleased. Find a better jacket, bitch. Okay? So what I saw with Sakura, that wasn't the Sakura I wanted to see. Okay? Because she ain't even looked the daughter way. And that was corny to me. Now let me tell you why that was extra corny. Because they spent like a quarter of the damn chapter with her and Sumire talking about, oh yeah, we love Boruto. Yeah, I get it. And I'll tell you why I get it later, but you ain't have to spend all that time on them broads. And I didn't give a holy hot fuck that Ada is jealous of them 2 bitches. Ada got better things to worry about than them 2 broads. I would have rather seen her look at them and be like, oh shit, they being friends without me. And Mamushki comes up in our brain like, bitch, don't worry about them, about to eat your ass. You better get your brother prepared. You better get ready, ho. You better learn taijutsu, some shit, because I'm about to eat you, bitch. Don't worry about them 2 hoes. They got their own problem. You worry about your own motherfucking shit. Would you love Boruto too? It ain't gonna matter, ho. You know who he is, bitch. And he don't want your ass no way. So come on and get eat over here and stop and mind your business with these hoes over there. That's what I would have liked to see. And then you could have gave a little bit more time for Sakura to at least give Sarada a fucking hug. And she'd be like, Mom, I'm too old for this shit. And she'd be like, I don't give a fuck. You almost died. And if I can't hug your father, I'm going to hug you. To make sure there's love in your heart. Because I don't know what you're doing, but I know I love you. And you got love in your heart. And keep that shit up. I don't care if you love Boruto. I loved your daddy around this age, okay? I loved your daddy when I was a little bit younger, but you all right. You be all right. You just keep going forward. You love Boruto, I can tell. I smell it on you. Tap her forehead, tell her move on. Okay? That's all we needed right now. That is all we needed. Now, let's get to the good part, shall we? The good parts, shall we? Okay. Because you know the good part for me is Hima and Kurama. Right? Right. Now, I got a little bit of problems, but not that much. A little bit, but not that much at all. Okay? I'm glad that Kurama is teaching Hima. I'm glad that he's putting her on to 1, 2, and 3, but what he need to do is put her on to 4, 5, and 6 like they did the Boruto. They gave Boruto a little bit of history, right? They was like, well, don't worry about who your father is now. Worry about who he was and how he came to be. And Boruto got to go back in time and all this other bullshit, right? Right. Give Hima a chance to learn certain things. Learn certain history. Not just about fucking Jinchuriki, but Otsutsuki. Tell her about Hagoromo. Tell her about Ninshu Kurama. Bring Shukaku with you. Because both of y'all need Ninshu in your life. Y'all too angry. Well, Kurama ain't angry no more. He just old, but in a young body. He don't feel like talking to nobody. You see, Kurama is used to people who already know what to do. He came. He didn't like being in them. Well, he couldn't do nothing about the women. The women's gonna beat his ass. Mito probably could beat his ass. We know Kushina could beat his ass. Okay. Madara abused the poor guy. You know he don't like no Uchiha like that. So. And Naruto was Naruto. Okay. He liked them Uzumakis. All right. And she's an Uzumaki too. He liked them. Right. But he knew they were Jinchuriki. They already knew how to handle themselves and their chakra, and that's why they were able to deal with him in the way they dealt with him at his stage of the game. Look at Naruto. Naruto had to have chakra control, not only to do the jutsu, but to be able to keep him at bay. And when they got together, KCM, all that flyness, still, Naruto already knew who he was, what he was capable of. They grew together. Hima don't got that. Hima don't know. And Hima should know. So Mr. Moto and Mr. Moto, what I'm hoping for is that Kurama really does a mind meld with that girl and show him who he really is and his whole history. You understand? That she get to know Kurama and Shukaku and the other tailed beasts so that she could be the bridge instead of Naruto. Right? And she could be a 10 tails Jinchuriki, more like Jura. Right? Ha! That's why she's more like Jura, you bumpkins. You dummy bumpkins. Baka bumpkins. That's why she's more like him and Jura. Why else? Oh, because she's born with it? Because she's a true daughter of a tailed beast? You know, NC Hammer, he had a good theory. You know, she's a tailed beast within a tailed beast within a tailed beast and do one-on-one. I'm just going to make it over to the side. She has the potential to naturally be a 10 tails Jinchuriki. She could take each and every one of their chakra, each a little piece, and control that because she got Byakugan. And let's hope she gets a 10C then, right? And then she could be a 10 tails Jinchuriki that can control things and can control it so well that Kaguya Otsutsuki will never come to pass. How would that be nice, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be nice? And what would be the difference? Unlike the ghetto statue of old, she wouldn't have to take it from them people, you know. Them tail beasts would just give it up. You don't think so? She already got Kurama in her. Shukaku already love her. That's his girl. Y'all already know that. I'm surprised she ain't talked to Kurama about Shukaku yet. I'm waiting for that. Okay? What's up? Now, let's get back to all these things, okay? In the scene where the homie saves Moegi, right? Boruto there. When they at the hospital, Boruto there. And they talk about Gaara and Shinki is saved, but Gaara's fucked up. They could have expounded a little bit more on that, because then I could have seen some Shukaku. What's up, y'all? How y'all feeling? But they didn't expound on that. You see, they're not giving me enough. They're not giving me enough, right? Because I'm giving you more than enough. And y'all could have fit that in a couple of little, you know, piece here, piece there, one page, all kind of thing. What is your definition of nice? Anyway, so Boruto's there. When Himawari gets in combat mode with Kurama, you know I love that, right? I loved it. But at some point, you know, she's asking questions, and Kurama says, I need to sleep. I'm tired. And she's like, damn it, Kurama. You don't know what to say, but you're typing real good. And then Boruto says, hey, maybe I could tap in. Right? And Boruto taps in to Momoshiki. This is the good part. He finds Momoshiki laying down on a bed of what looks like spiky ass rocks. They should be piercing him dead, but they're not. And he says, all I want you to do is die, basically. I should never have saved you from Kawaki. Now I'm trapped in this existence, and you don't even want to die. I can't resurrect. I can't get this. I can't do that. I can't even control you. What's the point? Just die. And let my soul be free. It was good up until that point, baby. Because then Boruto, like an idiot, box. Come on, your father had more fucking patience, okay? Your father and all his stubbornness and all his willing to give up. God, something happened that stopped his ass. But Boruto is not so fucking lucky. Boruto with his dumb ass. If you can defeat Jura, I'll give you my body. You can have everything. Ciao, boo! That's stupid. Now I can't wait for chapter 26 because I want to see Boruto's response. I mean, not Boruto's response, Momoshiki's response. Because I would love it if Momoshiki said, no, bitch, do it yourself. Because that's what Kurama did to Naruto a couple times. Right? If Momoshiki says in chapter 26, kick rocks, die on your own, I'm not going to die for you either. Because if I can't win, both of us are dead. Or we turn into some dumbass tree. Now I'm already in Otsutsuki. So, do it yourself. I don't even care anymore. That would be the winner. That would be awesome sauce. If that happened in chapter 26 or even chapter 27, I could wait. I could wait. Because, you know, I'm still waiting for Ada and Mamushki, right? And, you know, I know I'm saying his name wrong, baby. It's Mamushi. But I'm saying Mamushki because I want him to get her. Okay? Right. So, B. You stressing me. You stressing me, B. Don't do it, B. See, I'm not afraid of bees, but there's this one annoying little bee, and I'm like, you're playing with me. Stop it. Let's just do that. Make it simple. Right? Okay. So. Let's do it this way. So. Sorry about that, y'all. Let's get something together real quick. Okay. So here's what I say. Here's my real review of the chapter. You know, I got a question. And the question is not meant for you to answer. Just something to ponder. Now, looking at Kurama saying, I'm tired, I'm going to sleep now. You would think he was annoyed at Himawari, right? But what if he wasn't annoyed at Himawari? You see, y'all sleep on Kurama. This baby Kurama is filled with the oldest soul. This Kurama is not, I don't know really who I am, and we're going to figure that out together. This Kurama is, I'm concentrated. I'm in this size because I'm concentrated, little girl. It's more power in me shrunk down than it is big. Okay? Y'all know the stories of stars, and they get really small before they burst out in the supernova, and they got the most power when they pow, right? Yeah. They get really, really big, and then they get small and bam, supernova type thing. Anyway, so think of Kurama like that. Okay? Right. Anywho, what if Kurama was not annoyed with Hima at all? What if Kurama, in his heightened, condensed self, felt his chakra elsewhere? What if Kurama knew that Boruto was near? What if he knew the concept of sinking, right? And now he's activated in Hima, right? With Boruto nearby, if he continued to be what if, let's put it this way, what if Boruto came, right, saw Hima training, right, and did not wait for Kurama to say, yo, I'm asleep, to go in to talk to Momoshiki? What if while Kurama was training her, Boruto decided to sit down and try to sync up with something? They both have two whiskers, friend. Whatever can happen to Hima could have happened to Boruto. But what I said was, Kurama don't like no Otsutsuki, so he would never activate in Boruto. Never. And we already knew that Hima had an affinity for tailed beasts from the beginning because of Shukaku, right? So what if Kurama understood that what Boruto would sync up with would not be Momoshiki? It would be a part of him. And Kurama don't want no parts of no Otsutsuki. So it's better for Momoshiki to think it's just him in there. And can't no Kurama get accessed. Because if Momoshiki could access even a little bit of Kurama's chakra, you don't think he can start controlling him again? Or be resurrected again? Come on now. Momoshiki came here looking for Kurama. He came here for Kurama. So it would, from the beginning, so it would only make sense for Kurama to say, I'm going to sleep. I'm going to shut my chakra off. So Boruto, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. This ain't no yin and yang Kurama like your grandpa. You understand? If I could go to Barian mode, I can find every piece of my chakra and control it as far as turning it on or turning it off. Do y'all understand what I'm trying to tell you? You understand what I'm trying to lay down on you? The smack is that. See, these are the things I want to see in chapter 26. They got these motos, they got to make up for it. But at least I ain't asking about Orochimaru anymore. You know I don't care about no Mitsuki. I don't care nothing about it. Chapter 26. I would like to see finally Ada and Damon and Mamushki. Okay? We don't need Hima right away. Hima needs a little bit more understanding of things. Because Kurama, I need you to activate the girls' Byakugan. Why? See, I'm ready for another locker on. And instead of you being on the bad end of the locker on, Kurama, why don't you be on the back end of the locker on? Remind that girl of her powers the right way. Get her angry, dog, because or fearful of her life, because that's how she activate that Byakugan. Cause I wanna see it, bruh. Can I see a KCM with the Byakugan eyes already? What y'all playing with me for? And I don't want her nowhere near no Otsutsuki unless it's Jura. And that's how she bam it. Okay? Before she can connect all these other tail beats, we got to get a KCM Byakugan, bitch. Okay? Y'all got to get my girl right. Y'all can't be staring my girl wrong. Y'all can play the fool with all these other people. But y'all not going to be playing the fool with my yacht. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Okay? Y'all not going to be playing the fool with my girl, Himawari, okay? Y'all can act the fool with Boruto. Do what you want with Boruto. I can care less. Let him jump around, fart around, dance with Momoshiki, do some TikTok dance. I don't give a damn. Y'all don't play with my girl. Okay? We need to see the Kurama chakra with the Byakugana. All right? Thank you very much. And with that being said, I'm going to get out of here. That was easy and simple. I'll probably change the thumbnail or something at some point, if I could do it, if I feel like doing it. But I just had to come on here and touch upon that real quick, okay? Yeah. So, until then, or, till next month or next 3 weeks, whatever comes first. The chicken or the egg, whatever. The manga or the spoiler or the this, the that, some crazy theory that has given me new avenues like Kosh and Koji. Okay? Till some new update comes along, I will see y'all later. Thank y'all for listening. Have a great night.